Hey, so first, good morning. um, but I gotta do this before I lose the balls to do it. And forgive me if I start crying, but uh, that's cool. That's how this is. Um, for a very long time, I did a lot of what I didn't realize were just channelings of information that I held inside. And then there was a point, a couple or a few years ago where what I thought I knew became what I knew I knew. Um, I've undergone quite a bit of a process. And the way I'm wired, and I mean that quite literally, but all I'm ever called to do is share a lot of things after I've transmuted them, after I've figured out how to turn shit into sunshine, so to speak. To find the blessings in everything, to see myself in everything, to kind of semi-unfold that process for you. I mean, I haven't fully, taken you guys on the journey of it, but right now I think I'm going to take you a little deeper. I think a lot of people watch and read my stuff and whatnot, and they think that I'm somebody that shoves rainbows up their butt, and I just live in this woohoo fairy tale land of thinking I know some shit and just sharing stuff that I hear somewhere else. But that is not what's going on, and sometimes I wish I was still ignorant. I really do. Because knowing what you know and the call to share it with the people that, especially those that are closest to you, I mean, just any reflection at all, but those that are all up in your life, the people that you've patterned in there that give you a sense of comfort and make you feel secure with your existence. They watch your unfolding and they see that you see these things, and they're with you some of the way. Sometimes people that you meet might not be with you at all. You'll see some pretty hardcore stuff out there. But you know who these people are when you're me, You know what they are at their root, just like Christ knew. Sorry, guys. It's a part of the process. Just like Christ knew that God was inside everybody. And mind you, I understand the allegorical principle of everything, but we are all Christ. The Bible is like an instruction manual of what you should expect to go through if you want to reach enlightenment. And every other book you listen to could teach you the same thing. Message is the same all around. But the whole point is that you want to break people from these patterns. You want to help them in some way, and you lose yourself. In fact, people like me absorb everything that's around them, and I've literally watched myself almost die a couple of times where I thought my entire vessel was shutting down because I was absorbing people's shadows that they weren't willing to work out. They still had them, but I mean, I willingly chose to pick them up by knowing the gold within them and trying to transmute it for them. There's a reason that there's an allegory that at a certain point you have to stop casting your pearls to swine, so to speak. And I guess that's an allegorical way of saying people that want to just eat all the false information out there, that would just eat anything that feels good or sounds good, that doesn't make them have to do any work. Pigs aren't filthy. Pigs are blessed and they're pieces of God, just like everything in existence is, including whatever the worst possible thing you can envision, because it's all light, it's all the same. If we do that, we lose ourselves. And somehow, some way, end up attaching to that pattern, which is why at a certain point, after the crow makes their noise 3 times, some of you will understand that allegory, but at a certain point you realize it's time to get up and move on. I can do this openly because I'm just being me. I'm just growing out loud, could not be any more authentic, and those of you that meet me know that the person in this video is the same person you'd see sitting on the floor in my living room right now. See, just chilling, sitting in my living room. Usually I'm outside, but it's getting kind of warm out there, so I had to come in. I want so badly for people to remember who they are. But I'm not in charge of healing the heart wounds that block them from unlocking this gold within them. And it is superbly heart-shattering to have to go through the process of releasing them to their own path and their own journey and choosing mine. I love you guys. Thanks for listening.